All right, we're going to take a quick peek here at completing forms. How do I actually fill out a form and make sure that it's complete and see that it's complete, or how do I actually complete it? So from your home page here, I'm just going to start a new transaction. So I'm just going to go transaction, start new transaction. And I'm going to do I'll do a buying side. So I'm going to click in my form sets. I always use my form sets because it already has all the forms in there for my packet. So if I'm going to do residential purchase packet, I just click on that. And then I click on create buying loop. And then I give it an address. And here's my funky address. Rochester, Minnesota, 55901. And then what it's going to do is search if it's in the system. It's not. So then I just hit continue. And here's what's nice. All my forms are already in here. I can just, if there's some specific one I may need for this one, I can grab it and just start typing it, and it'll pull it up. So if I needed the short sale contingency, just type short, click add, and then I'll create the loop. And now I need to add my client to this list. So I'm going to search my database, and actually I will use Jim Carey. There he is. He's already in there. I click him, and if I didn't have him in my database, I would just do a new client and add them. But now I save and continue. And that's going to bring me right to the form. So the first form, I would go through and fill it all out and scroll through. And if I see anything with pink, that means I need to sign something. If you have red X's, that means that field has yet to be assigned for somebody to sign. So if you're going through your contract here and you see a red X, make sure you go, I'll just show you here. If there's a red X on a contract, that means that is yet to be assigned. The forms are already pretty much pre-set up to already have that in there, but if you see one, make sure you go there and then assign that to the proper person. So you should only see black X's. Then for you just click your name. That's not signing it yet. That's just putting yourself in the field to sign it. You scroll through, and then there's another pink field here. If I would hit save and complete, it would say, hey, you've missed a signature. I could continue anyway, or I can return right to the form and look for that field that I missed. So it'll prompt you if you missed something. So then I would go back and I would say, find that spot. There it is. Now if I hit save, all it's going to do is it's going to save the form. It's not going to allow me to go in and complete the form. So if I need to come back to this later, I would just hit save. But now I'm going to say, yep, I'm done. I hit save and complete. And what it's going to do is ask for my password to sign that. And if you do not know it, you can quickly click retrieve my transaction password, and it'll instantly email you a new password, and then you can go in there, grab that, and use that as the password. Then I hit e-sign, and now that form is done. It's just saying, yep, you filled that all out, and I'll just hit continue, or I can hit continue over there, and it brings me right to the next form, the purchase agreement, and I would go through and fill that out. But what we're looking at here is completing a form. So I just completed that one, and you can always use your breadcrumbs right here, and I can go right back to the whole summary of this loop. So I click on that, and you can see that this form has been completed, and I can actually send that over to my client right now. I just click on the send button, and I would send that over to my client. So that is how you complete a form. If I would go through and fill one out, let's say I started filling out the purchase agreement, put in the date, and you can actually use the calendar, choose the date, and then hit save. Now, if I go to my buying loop summary, you will see send to your client. Actually, since I didn't have to sign that one, it thinks that I have finished that form, so I could actually send it for his signature. It's just not complete yet. But if I had another form that I need to sign, I would go to this, and I would just hit save on it, and you'll see that it will not allow me to send that yet because it says send to my client. They don't have to sign it. They could actually fill it out, but my co-broke cannot sign that form. So you can save it or save and complete. Save allows you to come back to it. Save and complete says you're done with it, but you still can go back to it. I can go back to this completed form and still make edits to this form. But it's just telling the system that you are done with that form.